Hi team, good evening. So this is Vijay here. So I am a data power trainer. So today we are going to see how we need to open data power in the virtual machine workstation. Okay, so this data power appliance already I have installed in the virtual machine. So today what I am going to show you is just once you install this data power into the virtual machine, how we need to log into the virtual machine and how we can log in into the data power appliance. Okay, so this basically shows like how to get the IP address and all those stuffs. Okay, now let's get started. If you want more details on like how to install the data power in the virtual machine, so I have another video where I have recorded step by step. You can follow the same. Okay, so now just see here, this is the one data power. Okay, just to show you like initially when you installed any data power .ova file in your virtual machine, no, by basic this processor capacity it will come up with the 8 number of the processors. Okay, so when you install data power you need to make it to 4 processors available, because this is due to the less number of the memory and the RAM availability in our system. Okay, so anyways 4 number of processors will do maximum work, so that's fine, like we can go ahead with the 4. Okay, so as I have already made the changes to 4, I am just cancelling the process here. Okay, so now and to let you know, the RAM capacity should be minimum 8 GB. Okay, so if you are on 4 GB, no, like if you are going to open the browser, then most of the times it will get hanged. So preferably if you want to do any virtual kind of the steps, so better to have 8 GB of the memory. Okay, so now click on this play virtual machine. So in this screen you can observe like on the top right screen. Okay, so 4 bulbs are visible. All right, let me expand this. Okay, yeah, so here you can see where my cursor is there, network adapter bridged automatic. Okay, so this kind you are able to see 4 different types of the processor. So what is the use of processor here? So obviously, right, like whenever you want to run any kind of the hardware devices, like for example laptop itself, if you want to boot the laptop or something, you need some kind of the hard disk available, and there should be some processes running in it which will boot the operating system and all those types. So similar way here I have 4 processors running, and first icon if you see, it will show as disk 1, hard disk 1 and hard disk 2, which is having the capacity of 16 GB. So including 2 it will be of 32 GB. So till 32 GB you can create the services inside the data power appliance which you are going to create. So 32 GB is kind of very much big, okay, size in the size, that's fine. Okay, so we'll wait for a couple of minutes. So this one you can say like a black screen, whatever you are seeing, no, that's kind of the CLI screen. Okay, so if you want to execute any of the commands, then you can execute over here. So this is basically, if you know, in data power there are 3 types of the logins available, right? Like one you can say CLI, and most of the times we use web GUI access, like it's visible to the user. So my suggestion would be you prefer both the ways, like you try practicing the CLI as well as web GUI. Okay, so in the companies and all will not be having the CLI access, or even if you have, will not be performing any actions over there. So what we do is we have the GUI which is enabled for us, for the developers or the admins, whoever it might be. So based on that we are going to design our service or whatever it might be the thing. Okay, so okay, we'll wait for like it will ask now, once this booting process will be over now, like it will ask for the username and password. So if you are going to open this data power virtual machine for the first time, then by default the username and password will be admin and admin. Okay, so but here in this case I have already set my user login details and all, so for me it will be different. Okay, so when you give your username and password, it's like you are now able to open the Data Power appliance over the web page. Okay, so this virtual machine will be running in background. Directly if you go ahead and open the Data Power URL, no, it will not open in the web browser. This is acting something like server. So first you need to start this, then you need to go for the actual appliance login. Okay, so basically this is a virtual machine, no? Like to come out from this screen, you need to click the control and alt button together. Okay, and again if you want to come back to this CLI command, just hit the enter button or from the cursor click on this screen. Okay, now it is asking for the details, so let me try with some IDs which I have created. Okay, so with my these login details, now verifying whether my password is correct or not. Okay, so now once the password is verified, it came into the XI52. Okay, so now we can see which version of XI52 is 7.5.1.0. okay, so this is installed on May 26, 2016. So in current market we have different type of the versions available for the virtual machine as well as for the Data Power firmware upgradation Data Power version. So all those things you can just see, and whichever is the latest, even you can download that OVA file and you can work on it. So this one I was using from pretty long, so I have the same version. Okay, so now to open the Data Power appliance into the web GUI, you need to know which is the IP address which is configured for the Ethernet interfaces. Okay, so now to check that particular IP addresses, you need to go to this command show int. Okay, so when I give this, it will give me 4 different type of the Ethernets. So Ethernet 0, 1, 2, 3. So which is the primary here is like presently I have configured Ethernet 0 as the primary. Okay, so this IP address I am going to take like 192.168.0.104. okay, and by defaultly while installing I have given the port number as 9090. Okay, so now just minimize this and go to the Google Chrome. Okay, okay, so now initially it starts with HTTPS, right? So HTTPS : what was the IP address in the virtual machine? It's 192.168.0.104. so if I give till 104 only, it will not identify, or the page will not come up, because all the services should be having the particular port number to differentiate the GUI. Okay, so now if I give this default port number 1990 and if I hit enter, let's see what happens. Okay, great. So now you can see this particular GUI has been opened. So this is the one which is called as your Data Power appliance GUI. Okay, so now in this, if you see, I have 2 different type of the domains already created. Okay, so now creating the domains and all will be your next session. So this session is just to see how to open this particular GUI. So if I want to log in here, I am going to use the same credentials which I have used in the CLI command. Okay, so now I can log into default domain, or I can log into test domain, WSP domain, it's your choice. Okay, now I will log into default domain. Okay, so and opening the Data Power appliance, no, like once you click on the login, it depends on your internet speed as well. Like if your speed is very high, then immediately you will get the response from the Data Power appliance, the page will be loaded. Okay, so now the login is successful, and this is the GUI which you are able to see over here, and whatever domains you saw, so the same domains you will be able to see here as well. Okay, so thanks for watching.